What's an Arduino? I bought some programmable Christmas lights for a future project. I thought I could do some basic testing without a computer. I was wrong. So I need to order something. Fortunately, Amazon Prime is ridiculously fast these days. The Arduino Starter Kit comes with an Arduino Nano, a test breadboard, lots of devices, and an instruction book to experiment with the Nano. The Nano and breadboard can be put together to make a test jig. Punch out all of the pieces on the plastic frame. Next, screw the Nano into the frame. You will have to supply the tools. Then put the little legs on. Finally, stick the breadboard to the frame. Pay attention to orientation. Now you have a fully functioning Arduino test jig. Use the USB connector to connect your computer for both power and code. The first couple of setups are just to prove that the system works without programming. First, I tried a simple resistor and diode circuit. The book recommended a 220 ohm resistor. The only problem was the kit didn't include a 220 ohm resistor. I decided to use three 800 ohm resistors in parallel to get about 267 ohms. First, set up power, red, and ground, black. Then plug the diode into the breadboard and connect one leg to ground. Next, stick the three resistors between the other leg and power. Finally, add power. Got it right the first time. Since a diode only works in one direction, if it doesn't light, just flip it around. Next, I added a switch. This required moving the diode and adding two more wires. Ta-da! Then I tested the circuit with one 800 ohm resistor. Looks good. Finally, I built a setup that requires some code to work. This setup uses three diodes and a switch, but all to different pins on the Arduino. The switch is an input, and the diodes are independent outputs. First, set up the switch. Then put in the three diodes. Add the resistors. And connect them to the appropriate output pins. The book had a simple program that I typed into the Arduino uploader to turn the lights on and off depending on the switch setting. The first run didn't work. I had put the input line on the wrong side of the switch. Much better. With that working, I moved on to bigger things, LEDs on the model. I switched one LED for testing. The results were disappointing, so I switched the wires. That works much better. After replacing the other two diodes, I've got the components of a 1950s sci-fi FX shot. Reading a little further in the book, I found a way to make the LEDs get brighter and dimmer, as shown on the left LED. I'm not sure what's going on with the LED on the right. Pressing the button, I can switch from normal to emergency mode. Now for the effects shot. It's terribly underlit, but amusing. Enjoy.